Hello folks, and welcome back to Cyberknight's Flashpoint, where last time we did the bodyguard mission where we had to take another person through a mission and get a body count in the process, and we did that. That was very, very good. I also want to make a huge thank you to Imperialist1, who did some comments after the last video of some really interesting suggestions and ideas, because I don't know a lot about the game, so there's a huge, a lot of stuff to read through, and I read through all of it, and some of it's very, very useful. And I'll see if I can remember some of your advice. Thank you very much. Things I like about splitting your turnip. I tend to forget I can delay. Like in the heat of the moment, I tend to forget I can delay. So like I'll either delay all at once and not delay at all. I forget like I can do 1 or 2 AP and then delay and so forth. So if I can remember that, I'll see if I can put it into action. The biggest piece of advice I had, the biggest piece of information I actually gleaned from your message, which is very, very good, was when you said I would go heavily into Tax Surge going heavily into Tax Surge. Yep, and I was like, I do like Tax Surge very, very much. I mean, getting more stuff over here, getting initiative up here and stuff like move points through. I like the idea of that. Good. However, the interesting thing about the best part of that paragraph is when you said, I'd probably vote for Steamroller as your 9th talent. Now, I can just find Steamroller here. The biggest part of that sentence, the best part of that sentence is 9th talent. Because that says like, oh, why would you specify 9th talent? The only reason to specify 9th talent if there is only 9, because you mentioned later on you can't fill the board, but 9 is the number I'm going to be thinking of here. Okay, no point is to say how many points I'll ever get and stuff like that. It would be kind of cool if I knew at some point what my cap of points is. But if 9 talents is the limit, we can now think about that, and because I can start thinking about respecing and things like that nature. So we can think about that going forward. I'll probably forget it. I won't do it now. But it'll be the thing. Okay, it's good to know that I'm working towards 9. 9 talents is the number I'm working towards. That's good to know. Anyway, another thing, you mentioned also about the nanofab. Basically, the nanofab is a late game trap. Don't build it now, it's a waste. I'm gonna build it, just because I feel like it would be bad to go back on it now, but I'll keep that in mind. I'm not gonna go ahead and start building stuff now. I'll keep that in mind, that this is probably going to be more useful for building things later in the game when I have really, really good blueprints, rather than using it to craft, to do minor stuff, and I can just buy the stuff I need. So I'll keep that in mind. I will make the nanofab because I've committed to that now. But I will keep that in mind with regards to costs and so forth. Okay, I hope that pleases you, and hopefully I'll remember to do a lot of the other stuff as well. I'll probably forget because that's just me. But thank you very much for watching, and for the message. It wasn't actually like, I don't think that is backseat gaming. I think that is like, these are suggestions rather than backseat gaming is like, do this, you should have done this, you should have done that, you should have done this. Like, okay, it's a bit too aggressive. This felt like a bit of suggestions, and like how I don't know a lot about the game. Especially this game gets patched so often as well. Like, sometimes I get like a bit like, oh my god, everything's changed, even though it hasn't. Anyhow. I'm getting distracted from things. I just want to say thank you. I did actually read all of it, and I have taken some of it on board, hopefully. And I've hopefully provided some reasons why, for example, I'm not going to remove the nanofab, just because I feel like I've committed to that now. We'll see what it's like, but I'll keep in mind that it's not meant to be used. It's inefficient to use it, possibly this early on. And again, we'll look into the potential respecking at some point too. Right. Anyway, we have Rhino still in the SimStream trainer. So can we get a mission in there while we're waiting for Rhino to get out again? So I know that we had, you want to talk about your son, and then you want to go talk about the German connection. Well, let's go talk about the son. Maybe it's a mission we can do. I need to ask you your very personal favorites about my son. You may know I have a son, but his name is Bastian Stahlmann. Bastian is no stranger to trouble, but I think trouble may in fact be his last friend left standing. You never mentioned him before. What makes him and his trouble worth our time? I don't mention things I'd like to keep out of sight. But if I wasn't serious, I wouldn't be calling you. Bastian has never been where I needed to be. Instead, it has been theft, guns, drugs, and always trying to weasel his way into gangs. This time he's gone too far. The last thing I know is he went into a bender in a Q milieu syndicate gambling house and then disappeared into the belly. I can't take this to my people. Too much risk to my position. But he is still my son. That place is a death trap. It's the bottom of the well. You think Bastian Stahlmann will come back with us? I know it isn't pretty. Certainly the belly didn't get its infamous reputation as the last stop on the train for no reason. If Bastian is down there, then he's likely pretty deep. We may need to pay off the syndicates and gangs that hold turf in the belly to get him clear. I'll pay his debts. Grease palms and take the quiet path when you can. Just tell me what you had to front. We'll also need an easy way to ID him. Whoever goes down there is going to be sorting through a lot of flop houses. Okay, so this is a legwork thing. Damn. And what do you want us to do if he's already dead? By hell, you're a ray of sunshine. You don't hire Afterimage for a cheery attitude. You hire us to get the job done and to worry about all eventualities. Noted. If you find Bastian dead in the belly, then make sure his corpse never leaves that hellhole. One way or another, we'll get this business sorted. Let's take a merc in there. Although at the moment, Rhino would be the next person, and she's currently in the Slim Tree Navigator. Well, that's not ideal, isn't it? Let's go back a bit. Oh, hang on, we can do stop training? Ah! Well, if we haven't got a mission for this... then it's probably a good time to just get you out of there, isn't it? Because we could put Beggar in there. It's a one attempt thing, and I want a better shot than 66%. It's an 8-day lockout as well. So, no, we're gonna stop training. Yep, we'll do that. Alright, Rhino. Get him out. A hardened merc in the belly will be... Wait, what are you saying? Why'd you pick me? What about Blur? Oh no. Haha, you've got jokes. And what about Sultan? That's good. She would do well down there. I'm not here to discuss why, Rhino. By hell, the decision is made? Look, but be sure to pack a change of clothes or two and some concealable weapons. Alright, Afterimage. Don't glare at me like that, I'm on it. Alright, so you're out. So in 8 days. So that ended that then. So, whoops, where's back? Cancel. What about the... you know, I'm going to wait for this to end before we start doing something, because I think I've got people wanting to do things. So let's let time pass. Afterimage has got a hype break. Surely I don't have a loyalty increase, right? That makes no sense. No, I don't. Okay, good. I can re-roll care and feeding. Delay upgrade for briefly, just because I want to see what again, we'll look at my stuff. So strength will give me recall generation, wound resistance, and kinetic is pure damage. Will gives me built-in armor, stress resistance, and frankly, cybernetic weapon damage. Which I haven't actually got cybernetic weapons. So what we do, get strength or will up, basically. Or to be fair, a 30-day buff is now thinking about it. 30-day buff is way longer than I thought it was going to be. An additional action point for 30 days. I know it's a long time, but I still have an aversion to temporary buffs. So we're going to go ahead and just pick we'll pick strength. Anyway. So there's more stuff coming out here. I've got a line where a gang is keeping the loot their ship, siphoning off Warner Brown. A perfect target for a scav raid. That sounds like a mission. Anyway, let's keep it. So, oh, that finished, right. Can we level you up then? Manage that one, upgrade the room. 4 days, 36. Gives us another space for another recruit. So I want to start putting we were thinking about potential multiclassing and adding stuff, because it's class training. If we wanted to multiclass you as a gunslinger, we need to give you the gun link and stuff like that. So I don't think anything specifically in my class cares about a sword. So I've got a sword, but I could gunslinger that and just go for the revolver stuff like that. All these not revolvers, so you can't suppress them, but... War Ghost. Okay. Okay, interesting question. For people paying attention, that talent limit and this training point limit, is that split between classes? Is multiclassing therefore not always necessarily a good thing? You have to go like 9 points in a single class, like, or you get like 9 talents per. It can't be 9 talents per class. That'd be way too strong. That'd be hugely strong. That'd be massively strong. I'll leave it as is for the time being. Anyway, I didn't even have to crack any skulls. You were right about their tolerance for threats. It was very low. Overdue medical bills have been flowing from the underground all week. Well done. The legal part of my clinic is going to be running smoother than my front. We've gained 2 favors with Ash, and she's also gained influence. Lovely. And also means that Belle is out of detox. Do you want to put anyone in detox? Is everyone like running high stress right now? Vanguard's running high stress. Oh, Vanguard. Okay, I'll put you in there for weeks of for a week of that. Anyway, I guess we're going to be doing this now. Right. With the German connections, can't wait forever. I'm asking too much to get the Varner Brown Global Leadership on a fishhook for you, am I? I need Blur in the club holding court. Let's make this happen. Alright, Blur. Go for it. The party will start when Blur arrives. Thinking big, Battle Image. Oh yeah, this will be big. Yeah, I know, Owen. I know you were born for this. I know you were born ready for this, Blur, but get ready. We're going over the top this weekend. Having another merc from our crew can help build ramp. Wouldn't hurt on the rope. Work for you. So we can give Sultan a help, and anyone works okay there. Alternatively, if I go back to you, same thing. So anyway, is that the same thing? So 20 influence 5, hype for the merc, and stress reduction. Stress, really? Stress reduction? Who's got stress reduction at the moment? I wish I could find out. Can I can't delay, can I? I want to see if I could find out who had good stress. So this is hype and stress reduction. Is this just? It's the same. So these are the same. These are functionally the same. I wonder why they're both here then. Hype. Fine, Vanguard, you go over there. Wouldn't hurt to have another mech repping for you. I also did the right to get picked for this one. Okay, oh, you can have multiple people in there. Huh. Well, at the moment we're down to. We can probably have one more person going in there. You always a little lucky Shorebreaker, don't you? Go have some fun. Right, okay. Everyone we can spare for little party times when we give their leave. Everyone else isn't jealous. That's the end. Blur's the most important piece of this puzzle. Having her make a nightly appearance at the VIP in the club is going to make all the difference. Bringing both of the other mercs is a stroke of genius. They can be Blur's menacing foils. And I'll see you tonight, Owen. You better go get your club geared up for this party. Okay, so everyone's going to be out for 6 days, 7 days, give or take. They're out for 7. She's out for 10. Okay. Anyway, get the legwork done there, hopefully. A lot of just legwork stuff today, I think. The influence limit break on Mongrel. Mongrel, we had like a bunch of favors. Trade in a favor for an extra option, or Syndicate merch upgrade. Mongrel Syndicate merch positive will use level 2 going from +5 when selling goods to +10, +7. Okay, so you get to earn a little bit more money. Or by spending one of our favors. As long as we have 4 favors, I'll spend a favor. Yeah, we'll go on again. I have an innate dislike of temporary buffs, even though 30 days is a long time in this game. Barracks level 2, so we have space for another recruit. That's fine. Just checking, that would be another one there. Requires more upgrades to cooling. Fair enough, that's fine. Let's start clearing some more rooms then. 10 days to clean that room up, damn. Right, any legwork for Rhino. Alright, it's back, and that's quite the story. We all need to talk. Sounds like we may have good news to deliver to Gunter Steinman. I pulled Judy in the belly this time, but I don't ever want to go back after Image. That place lives up to its reputation. There wasn't much humanity to see down there. But I was able to drag Bastian out of there alive. I found him in a Ricksham camp. I think if I hadn't shown up, they were going to kill him. I'll have to leave it to Bastian to explain what he was doing with those drug-running train hobos. Bastian needs to go home, not talk with me. Let's hear him out. It may be that he's less cooked on the brain pan than we had been led to believe. Let's make this quick. Hey, Chopper. Hey, After Image. I'll go straight for the point. I owe you, and I want to make it up to you. Of course, Gunter Steinman doesn't know anything about what I'm up to, so he paid you to come and find me. They turned out good. Real good. Okay, hear me. I was in the belly to cut a deal with the Ricksham. They've got a new kind of juice coming up from Atlanta. It was going okay. They were gonna kill you. Yeah, alright. Those Ricksham vagabonds took offense to me pretty good, and I was cooked when they heard a sniper who works for Cybernet was coming down to check on the deal. Or at least that's how I spun it. That rubbed everything up real nice. And now you're looking at the only dealer in Boston for the new blue juice in his boots. Those crafty Ricksham bastards have been starving New Boston for red juice, not letting us get a drip. Turns out it was all planned to make us want the new blue. See, I don't even need anything from you. Ryan already had my back, got me the deal. You go tell Gunter Steinman that I'm just fine. I'm not even using this stuff, not a drop. Then call me up, just try a taste. Once all your Matrix cowboys and girls here, they're going to be screaming at you about this new juice. Well, you just might do that. Well, you played a fine part, Rhino. Ha, the Ricksham liked to look tough, but they're railway rats, not soldiers. Once they heard who had my back, they got calm quick. Your name's doing good work, After Image. So the juice is going to be back on the streets. Bastian is right that the Ricksham basically cut off the supply to the red juice. For a while, every hacker in Wireghost was mixing up that stuff before plugging in. Sounds like the Ricksham are getting ready to profit off all that pent-up demand. The powerful pre-hack narcotic powder gives hackers in Wireghost amazing buffs within the Matrix. For half of 2230, the red juice was available in the black market. The hackers who could afford it each had a pre-hack ritual based around ingesting this extremely sour powder. But the Indie. What else do you know about them? The Ricksham are a small crime syndicate that lives on the train systems between major urban zones of the UNA. And with all the challenges to air and tree transport, rails are the most reliable and fastest ways to get around stateside. The Ricksham don't get into moving big cargo and know how to stay away from megacorporate freight unless it's something really worth it. They move a lot of drugs, people and guns. But they don't do local distribution. I'm surprised Bastian is deep enough in the drug trade to have street cred to walk into a Ricksham camp. Bastian might have had the cred to walk into the camp, but he wasn't walking out. The Ricksham were just going to gut him when I showed up. Clearly, he was over-promising about being the only dealer in town, but he's a good source, for now. It's nice to have a connection who can deal with the Ricksham. They're a ruthless little band of smuggling hobos, but the opportunities are there. Ah, see, that word there. Perhaps Bastian made the mistake of calling them hobos. I'd bet they'll kill for less. Well, we'll leave out the part about the Ricksham to Gunter. So all Gunter wanted was to get him out, and we did. The Ricksham was not part of the situation. Destiny is safe and alive. We pulled him out before any real trouble settled in. Good. I knew you'd handle this for me. I saw him resurface on the Matrix too. Back to his regular haunts. Are there any other loose ends? Nope. Everything was handled and we didn't have to pay any large debts, so you're clear. Air with the professional, After Image. You have my gratitude. You gained 4 favors, influence and trust with Gunter Steinman for cleanly resolving the situation. Nice. Good. I approve. Right. The task is left over, so no bench is built here. So making a bench, weapon crafting bench, weapon mod crafting bench, armor crafting bench, item crafting bench. Oh wow, okay, that's the upgrade. I was gonna say, hang on. So at least you'd want this at like level 4 to get one of every bench in there, potentially. Okay. we'll leave this out for the time being. I'm gonna start clearing some more rooms. We got another couple of days there. We're gonna have a potential scav raid for next time. So let's clean up this. Let these two lapse. Do I really have to come back? Owen told him knows how to throw a party. Next time you hit a payday, beggar, you better come down and celebrate with us. I guess I friended the wrong chopper one night. He lit off, but then came back later. Luckily, he tried to kill me outside the club. I hate to have him made a mess on Owen Tone's dance floor. I'm a bit dinged up, but I'm hella relaxed. Injuries and recovery time from injuries after the time off the clock. A damn good time, Archangel. Unforgettable, messy, just what we both needed. That was a rare chance. I don't know how the two of us lucked out to draw that duty, but I'm glad it was you, beggar. Oh, they're gonna be friends together. Yeah, they got a strong positive friendship. And they were friends. Positive potential recruit as well. Nice. How you're out for damn, you're out for a long time. Another Vanguard, huh? Another Vanguard. Oh, beggar's friend. Okay. Do I want a second Vanguard? Let's compare you there. So you got X Maximum, so you got grip +1, stealth +1, long shot, so you're gonna have a sniper rifle, which is... I've got a sniper, thank you very much. You lost the Gallus, but then so is... I got loads of Gallus people with me anyway. I'm gonna say yes, because I think I've got to clear you out. Actually, do I have to clear you out? I'm not sure. Might not have to clear you out. We'll still go have a look, though. Named Kate. Let me introduce Kate. So you ran recon for Los Angeles hit raids and hit squads? I like to say that I cased targets. Places, people, operations. Anything the team needed to know. Entrances, exits, security routines. Like I said, you were good at what you did. You always noticed the most important things. I am good at what I do. That's why the bosses kept me so busy, even though I wasn't more than hard help. You never pledged to Los V? I'm sure they probably feel like I did. I hung around enough years. But to be honest, I never liked their larger agenda. What part wasn't to your taste? Most of it, the drug running, the bravado, the fighting. For what? Word 4? Did you pledge to our agenda, Kate? I feel like my agenda and your agenda are much more aligned. So I would. Like I said, all the crews used to ask you to run recon. What makes you so good? Now we have a sleuth already, so... Increased reaction, move points and move speed. We're not gonna... Like, at the end of all this, we're still not hiring you, so I'm not sure I'm getting so worked up about what I'm picking. You're gonna be a thief, though. I grew up thieving things to survive. I'm a thief through and through. Once you've broken through enough places, you sort of know how they think, and you have to stay one step ahead of them. In our line of work, that can be the difference between a score and a disaster. What do you think, Blur? I have one more question. I want to know about your chameleon stealth. Your convenience sheath, beggar. Said you just had it recently spliced in. That's not a cheap crumb. You didn't earn that kind of money doing intel sweeps for a third street gang. Where'd you get that money? And before you answer, let me be clear. If you want in this company, trust is our baseline. So even if you don't like your own answer, it better be the truth. We can immediately burn that Los Agalas bridge for you. You owe some Ultratech executive obligations. It's good you have connections. It's less good that you're restarting your obligations. I'm sure the exec will have more work. It could be a profitable connection. And eventually they will want to call the obligations you owe them. That could be expensive, as they'll expect us to honor them. A private word, Blur? What do you think? Everyone in this business is something haunted the past. Yeah, we've done all that. We're delaying it. Because I don't particularly need you, I don't think. You're giving you thief. I don't think you have a thief. You're a grit and sleuth. You're a dead-eye door kicker. You're a marksman below the level. You're out to prove and vengeance-driven. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. So I think we'll just let time pass. So, 3 captains again? We've done that. We've done this before. Is that the same person too? Hang on. Who are you? Dusty Diamond. I mean, it's money. It's a hell of a lot of money. It's money. We can go in with both my soldiers as well. Both my soldiers and Rhino. That could be very, very aggressive, just going in and just shooting up the place again. Although I don't think it was. It might have been a different faction. Anyway, we've got a line where our gang is keeping the loot they're siphoning off of Warner Brown, a perfect target for scav raid. The Blue Ox is ripping them off bad, but they're running out of places to stash their stolen loot. Stealing from the thieves, maybe even before they have a chance to count it. It's just a tip. I won't try to say it's more than that. You'd be the one going up against the Blue Ox. But let's just say they're busy stealing Warner Brown Global's lunch. Who's busy watching their spot? And for this tip, what would we owe you? I'll say this one's free. Just keeping the Blue Ox off balance is a reward in its own. Origami Joe has offered a raid. We will not be paid out, but we can make our own profit by stealing from the site. Camshaft Lap is ready to be planned. Blur is back in 3 days. Archangel's out in 6 days. Oh, has time not passed yet? Time must have passed. No, time didn't pass. We just hurried that conversation up. I think what's left here. We have Camshaft Lap and the possible recruit. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna grab UK. We have a Vanguard already, and kind of early days. I want to see if I can explore as many different people as possible. Right. Okay. Let's keep. Let's see what the option is here. Holding blood money for you. This basic part of Warner Brown is you only go against a Warner Brown. Money for blood. We all know we can't keep Warner Brown down forever. Keeping them weak opens up so many opportunities. Certainly you've benefited. We'll consider the work. Kill 3. So that's in 11 days. Ah, we've got a problem. Okay, so this is plotty stuff. Nigger has picked up our trail from our hit in the finance bunker. Well, Octane, we need your help for this one, I think. I might just let some time pass. Ooh, a light limit break for Beggar. Probably loyalty up, I think. I like the idea of just increasing people's loyalty as much as possible. It feels like you want to get up to at least 60, so... Oh, Bastion, hi. Hacking, drugs, service upgrade. Oh yeah, that's your thing, isn't it? We got 2 favors with you, so I could spend that, but I don't think I'm going to pick anything else. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's have a look at you then. A to Z, so Bastion Stauen is over here. Weak organization. Addict. Indie independent. Of course, you sell combat drugs and hacking drugs. Allied to Riksham. Insider for Riksham. Oh, we can co-conspire with you. Interesting. Well, let's have a look at what you have that's medical then. Turco juice. Buffy Matrix Editor with +1 juice token, which strips all IC reactions, including traps, the next time you take an action. The buff expires if all tokens are used or after 3 turns. Okay, is that the blue juice we were looking at before? Oh, just be hidden? What's hidden? Only new. Blueprints. Ah, the blueprints. Yes, blueprints. Is that oh, the one way to figure this out is to see who's selling it. It's selling. I want to buy. There you go. Sorry. B2 juice. 2 juice tokens. Only 2 uses though. Oh, blue juice. Here you go. Blue juice here. Plus 20 matrix AP. Can be used multiple times during a single. Hello. Interesting. You can buy turco juice as well. the bluer the better. Okay, so everyone's going about blue juice now. Like, red juice is no longer being a thing. I don't remember because we've just heard about this lack of red juice stuff. First aid kit, bio recycler, bio stitch bandages, ion recharger, patch X kit, U suture. So long sight red. We have a street scout already, so long sight red. If you compare that to long sight red, there's more noise and has more recoil. Other than that, more accuracy, more damage, more armor shred, more range, better, longer up, more range. Although it's means your minimum range is actually longer as well. Your arc is better as well. The slugger's the revolver, right? We can't suppress you. And if we compare, we're going to compare you to the defensor, right? So compare the defensor to a revolver. Less accurate. Does less ballistic damage, but does a ton of pure damage. So the actual damage per shot is higher. Has an armor shred. It is louder, and it's a loudness that cannot be mitigated. It cannot be mitigated. Six shots. Okay. You don't even have stealth. Okay, I guess the pistol has stealth kill stuff, so critical against a suppressed target does additional damage. Whereas the slugger doesn't have that, however, any criticals do 150% damage instead of plus 50. Which means that a crit against a stealth target for both of them will do the same amount of damage. This would do the 50 normal plus 100 150, whereas this one does 150 no matter what. This just says once you're out of stealth, this one only crits for 50, and this one still crits for 150. Besides, the actual damage per shot is way higher. I guess it's the difference between having you want to have a stealth loadouts and people who can do stealth missions like Vanguard and stuff like that, like Archangel, and then people who are happy to go in loud. And I guess you could have your gunslinger would have a slugger on, or sorry, maybe a mauler or something. Let's compare these. Right? Compare slugger to mauler. More damage, more tree damage, more crit, slightly more noise. I mean, okay, this is actually almost perfectly worth it. But yeah, so I'm assuming a gunslinger would have a secure shot in one arm and a mauler in the other arm or something like that. So something you can stealth with and something you can go loud with. Still only there's level 2 stuff at the moment. Anyhoomst. Right, let's just let time pass over. We'll do the heist next time over. Let's just finish up the legwork and all that stuff first. Promise me you'll come back, Blur. The club won't be the same without you. You're right about that. I will be. Keep that booth warmed up and the bottle of Terrail Silver chilled for me. At night, anytime, Blur. Blur has built up a strong bond of trust in their time working, manipulating their network, and clubbing together. If you two are done, I get it. Business all the time, no fun. I wonder if that thing in your spine will be capable of quantum fun. Oh, Ha! A joke! I'm flying high as hell because I've delivered as promised. We've started something. I've got their attention. We've hooked a Varner Brown corporate VP by the name of Steph Luciani. Take a look at her V-chip. I'm about to slot it and we'll be connected. And she's well connected, of course, corporate deep pockets. Steph booked a private suite where anyone from Warner Brown can conduct private business day or night. Owing to his German connection trait and the illicit nexus strength, you've gained an introduction to corporate VP, Steph Luciani. Let's have a look at our contacts then. So, Steph should be down here. Steph Luciani. No neutral. You cannot co-conspire. Ambitious. From the old bloodline. Trusts. Buys all accounts, corporate files, and semantic blueprints as well. So if you go back to... Oh, intolerant power play. Oh, you're on power play now, huh? Illicit nexus, you're on a power play. You preside over a power center in the underworld where business is negotiated and transacted. While you have the power play position, your next limit breaks have access to a more advanced set of options. An exposure limit break could remove this powerful position. You cannot co-conspire with you, damn it. Octane's in a power play as well. Kingmaker's Hand, illicit nexus. Oh, cool. Right. Let's see about this one then. Let's see about this first of all. You got a problem. Heiniger has picked up our trail from our hidden finance bunker. He left a trace? No matter how careful we were, it was only a matter of time. The long arm of the D cartel. That feels like it should be Blur's line. Because that is a conversation. That feels like it should be Blur's line. The long arm of the D cartel. The syndicate boss like Heiniger is not going to accept being robbed like that. Word in the streets that a bounty is being put together. Once they figure out exactly which heads Once they figure out exactly which heads to put it on, we'll have more heat on our backs. Once the headhunters identify us, what kind of trouble should we expect? Each headhunter is a specific profile enemy who runs a squad collecting bounties. They'll be gunning for us, trying to ambush when we least expect it. Once they are on our trail, we can never be sure when these hunters might interrupt us mid-mission in an attempt to take us out. Headhunters may even attempt to assassinate one of our weaker contact allies to try and draw us out. If we can survive a few attempts from headhunters, they may give up trying. But the best way to be free of a headhunter once they're after you is to kill them. Get Octane on the vid, she needs to fix this. Ah, so you've heard. I tried to distract Heiniger, but there has been a lot of talk among the other syndicate bosses. Heiniger can't let it go now without looking weak. Only healed by bloodletting. Have any of the threads they have been pulling led back to you? The closest one is you. You can trust I've used my utmost caution to keep myself clean. With that clean slate, I do have options to try to misdirect Heiniger. For her assistance, Octane asks for one obligation. Octane's help will reduce the headhunter count from 2 to 1. Obligations are powerful currency that contacts holdovers in the underworld and opposite of favors. If a contract invokes an obligation, we must comply with the request to permanently burn the relationship to the ground. Obligations are most often used by contacts that demand that we run an important, difficult job on a short timeline, sometimes with reduced compensation due to the obligation. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so whatever happens, we're reducing it down from 2 to 1 anyway. So I think we're gonna go back and I'm gonna say, fine. Octane. Misdirect the headhunters. We'll weather the storm together. It might slow our down on our plans a bit, but all the more reason to make Heiniger pay later. We have promised Octane one obligation to reduce the headhunter count. We can now do it from 1 to 0, but at least we want to see what that's like, so we'll let that play out. Let them come. We'll be ready. No one here is under any delusion that this line of work won't eventually earn us the award of being a headhunter target. Hosting the D cartel, this was a guarantee eventually. If it has to be this way, we'll meet them face to face. If official bounties are put on our heads, we should expect headhunters to target our squad and even some of our contact friends. So we don't necessarily have a headhunter yet, but that might be incoming. What's left over? The vending heist, is that the killing a bunch of people, isn't it? Yes, it is. So 25 extra XP completed before turn 12. Combat required, hacking optional, Grey Matrix host. You know what? Let's just go ahead and if you send you for treatment, it'll take us. You have to pay 4K for it to be reduced by a day. Honestly, I'll take that. 4K for a day. I'll take 4K for a day. Because we still got like a week before this turns up. So we go bam, 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 bam. Oop, good. Right, folks. We'll be back next time. We'll rush one of these out. Other than everybody hold up all the camshaft lab, which is just the. So, wow. Okay, so you want to do the raid here, which is +2 favors if completed less than 3 level, and if you get 7 gold MBS cubes, or we receive gold MBS cubes if we killed at least 8 people. Interesting. Interesting. Anyway, folks, I'll catch you all next time. See you then. Bye-bye.